One of the most significant things about Kauri forest is the leaf litter is incredibly acidic, much more acidic than most other plants, and we've had it pointed out that they like growing on ridges and so on. So what happens when they're on the ridges, the acidity ends up leaching the nutrition out of the soil, and that washes the nutrition down into the valleys. And so your kaikateas and your remus and so on that do better down in the valleys end up getting the nutrition, whereas up on the ridges where the nutrition has been depleted, the other big trees like the rimu and so on are stunted and therefore not in competition to the kauri. Open space generally underneath kauri trees, and you have generally quite a unique range of species or various species that do particularly well. Kauri grass, Stelia trinervia, Blechnum fraseri, one of the ferns. There's a species of orchid, Pterostylus agathicola. Agathis being the generic name for the kauri tree, and cola meaning dwelling. It can only survive if the fungus that lives in the leaf litter is there in kauri leaf litter. It doesn't grow anywhere else. And there's various little prehistoric ferns, various other orchids, various native grasses and so on. The kauri tree, being a big tree, is a great place for a lot of epiphytes, plants that grow up in the branches and so on. And so you remove the kauri trees, you end up removing a hell of a lot of other species too. And then that obviously goes back to insects and invertebrates and potentially birds and other things. We don't know how many things could go extinct. If the kauri went extinct, then we would be affecting an ecology on a massive scale. This is an example of one of the few pieces of virgin kauri forest that we've got left in the country. Fortunately, it's in pretty good condition. Down here we've got the large kauri that have grown in the valley with high species diversity. There's more nutrition, more moisture, and we've got a lot of epiphytes growing up in the trees, some of them rare. And up onto the ridge we've got the denser kauri, and the forest is a lot more open, and that's where most of the special species are found. The family actually came in 1846. Apparently it was scrub in here at the time, so we turned it into a farm. But apparently the family weren't interested in cutting the bush. And no, it's quite neat to be continuing conservation 6 generations later and taking it to that extra level. That's my great-great-uncle Len, first ranger for the Cascades at the age of 19. And that's my great-uncle Ben. He grew up here as a kid, I think till he was 14 or something. This is an example of a virgin kauri forest ridge. Quite a range of species in a typically open habitat, poor soils, lots of acidity and well drained. Here we have species like the tanikaha, the celery pine, the Brachyglottis kirkii, var angustior, various species of karamu or coprosma, Dianella nigra with its purple berries, and the kauri grass is Stelia trinervia. Over there we've got one of the nine-nose, Dracophyllum latifolium. They're quite a neat prehistoric looking tree. In the background there's a native olive, Nestigus. Here we got species like one of our, it's kind of like a little mini tree fern, Blechnum fraseri, that grows as a ground cover. One of our nurseries, Dichondrofolia, produces little red and orange berries, which you might be able to see over there. It's, in this case, the kauri forest that makes it possible for this range of species to exist. And it's really special, and we don't see it anywhere else really. If the kauri goes, then so does a whole lot of other things, and then we'll know that, then we can guarantee that nobody will ever see all of these details.